In Crusader Kings 3, Jarl Haesteinn is one of the most powerful Viking characters that you can play as. But what if I told you that his ultimate form isn't to be a pillaging, skull-drinking raider, but instead to become a tea-drinking, scones-eating, weather-complaining Englishman? So in this video, we're going to turn Jarl Haesteinn into Jarl Haesteinn. And not only that, we will also become the glorious United Kingdom and colonize the entire world. My name is Koifish and this is Jarl Haesteinn's English adventure. Oh, and did you know that everyone that subscribes after watching this video gets a free shipment of tea delivered right to their home?
What the f is wrong with you?
By none other than Jarl Haesteinn himself.
You know what? I'm calling the cops.
Oh, and by the way, we have a brand new Discord that you can join. Link in the description. It is super cool. We call it the Koifish community. Super cool name. Okay, but join that and you can talk to me and other cool people. Yeah. Okay. See you guys. Back to the video.
Jarl Haesteinn, despite his name being Jarl Haesteinn, is actually a count of a random French area. Now this character is very special because he starts with a whole host of event-spawned troops. These brave warriors are willing to fight for him and go literally anywhere. Trust me, I made a career out of this. I've taken this Danish Viking all over the world. But today, we're not gonna look very far. So what's the first step to becoming a proper Englishman? Well, we need to go to courtiers and then look for court dentist and then fire him promptly. All jokes aside, it's very simple. We start out as a Norseman, but we need to conquer Nria, the area of France that becomes Normandy. From there, we conquer as Normans over to England, and thus we become Englishmen. Pretty simple, right? Well, there's a few people standing in our way. The first being King Charles the Bald. Now, he actually starts off as our rival, and there's a very good reason for that. You see, a long time ago.
I messed up, we gotta go bald, man.
So they haven't been friends ever since. He has a massive army of about 4,000 men, most of them consisting of light horsemen and armored footmen. Now, a great way to beat people in this game is to counter them. It's a bit like rock, paper, scissors, but it's more like bow, sword, pike. Now, because we're Norsemen, we have some special men-at-arms. The Bondi here counter light cavalry, which this guy happens to have about 300 of. So we're gonna invest in those, and to counter the French knights, the armored footmen, we can either go with light footmen, who are very weak skirmishers, but actually really good at countering the heavy men, going to strategy focus, and go all the way down to sappers, giving you siege progress. Then you fill out stalwart leader, chivalric dominance, and never back down. Now remember, you have some perks in learning, because this guy eats his fruits every day. Now the war we're trying to launch is Nria. This beautiful area in northern France have exotic locations like Bayon. Something tells me these people like their all. Now it says here he's way stronger than me, and that's because I haven't pulled in my trap card. My son, who is not a trap, despite what you might think, can be married off for a great alliance with none other than the Jarl of Sjælland, Sigurd Snake and I, who despite his name does not have a tiny reptile inside of his ocular cavity. But what's this? King Charles is hosting a tournament. What danger is there to join a tournament of a man that's trying to kill you? I'll tell you what, absolutely nothing. What sort of tournament is this? Are we beating each other up? Are we fighting with sticks? Wrestling in the mud? It's a poetry contest. We now have a chance to murder a rival. He died! For you zoomers, what basically happened, on God, for real, no cap, I poisoned his lean and outrissed him. Skip the toilet. And if that wasn't good enough, I hecking won his tournament. I've now set the stage for the easiest goddamn conquest of my whole life. Now it's King Louis the Stammerer, his son, that rules the land, split with King Coleman Iron Man. That was his actual name. I just like poking at his faceplate and laughing at him. He has absolutely no troops at all. Now we raise all of our troops and we get them out at sea, because we're gonna sail down the beautiful River Seine and take France. Paris, here we come. There's this legendary poem by a bard named West about a certain ethnic group existing in this village. I haven't heard the song personally, but I can't wait to see the lyrics. Now we took his capital, as well as his son. God damn it! He called in the dastardly dogs that will be wild once more, the Britannians. Ah, I see. He's trying to take out my holding. Well, we can't have that. Goodbye, Britonians! The day is won, and we have gloriously defeated our enemy. Now, we actually start sieging down their actual holdings. And just like that, the duchy has been captured. Holy moly, call me the Great Pox, because I'm out here slaying. Now we now have all of these wonderful areas, and a bunch of prisoners I can ransom for a whole lot of gold. And now that we're a Norseman ruling over French lands in the Duchy of Normandy, which I will usurp from him and become a Jarl. I can click this button. We can take the decision to establish Norman culture. Now why would we want to quit being Norse and become Norman? I'll tell you exactly why. Because it's incredibly strong. We get all the innovations of the Norse culture, as well as all the innovations of the French culture, which newsflash is a bit smarter than me. We also renamed Jarldom of Nria to Normandy. And just like that, I have become the first Norman, from this day forward. Now, what does being a Norman actually entail? Well, our culture became really bad in comparison to the Norse culture. Stand and fight is arguably not that great, as our men-at-arms become more expensive, but we did get chanson du geste, which is a great trait all around, letting us have more knights and stronger knights to boot. But all of this doesn't matter, because we need to be Normans to become English. Since 3 years have passed, the Viking invasion has actually stopped, and it looks like they won on some parts, and Halfdan Whiteshirt rules all of Jorvik. We now have a court of very cool Normans, who I can assign to be my counselors. Now remember, since we switch culture midway through, you need to re-educate your son and make him a Norman. Otherwise the succession is gonna look very odd. Now what's really good about being Norman is that we have unlocked a whole boatload of innovations, including the longships and the onager. So we'll right away get some of these very cool catapults. This will help sieging go a whole lot faster. I'm also head of the Norman culture, which means I get to pick what innovation we research. So right away we'll go for Petty King Alfred the Honest. And we're going for the Kingdom of England. So, we'll beachhead over here in Cornwall. Sorry buddy, you should have built a wall out of something more sturdy than corn. And with the onagers, sieging down any holding is super easy. Very good. One duchy taken. Now we keep handing these out to Norman rulers, because it makes sense that Normans should rule the land that we conquer. I don't know where I'm finding these Normans, as our culture was literally just made up. What's our source? We made it up. Now King Alfred is very weak, so we keep just beating him up. Duchy by duchy, bit by bit. And why wait? Let's get East Anglia as well. We're now going to switch off martial lifestyle and instead go for learning. Homeboy left his capital undefended. Listen buddy, if your wife is stolen, that's on you. We have a house feud between us and the Duke of Maine? But buddy, you're all the way over in North America, what the heck? That's it. Fight me, bro. Now the perk of doing all of these sieges is that we're getting a boatload of gold. And we're winning the war without having to take a single battle. The Normans have taken Wessex. Be very afraid. Car is broke. Buddy, you're gonna have to call a mechanic, not me. We can also now create our first Accolade. Accolades are like super special knights that you can customize. Like this guy, who we could make our vanguard, increasing our heavy infantry, which we don't have yet, but trust me, we're gonna get him. But we do have a lot of skirmishers, so the Storm of the Plains, more like the Storm of Complaints. This buddy is a real Karen. We'll right away start to promote cultural acceptance with the bloody Anglo-Saxons. Listen, if I'm gonna be ruling here, you need to sort of accept me. Hello East Anglians, please move somewhere else. The war is won because we captured a champion. Very cool. Alright buddy, it's time for us to conquer all of Mercia. And just like that, Mercia is ours. Very good. I'm gaining rivals faster than you can say knife in the back, spider in the bedroom. That's not good. That's not good at all. Well, we're slowly snaking our way over here. And Petty King Alfred has broken down that much that he's wonder, which is my kingdom? Which is my... He's the king of which? Now to become King of England, we need about 5 more titles, which should be very easy. But one of those titles would mean that we have to come to blows with King Halfdan Whiteshirt. Invading his entire kingdom would be a good play. But we can also just wait for the man to die. It's bound to happen, he's a roided up Viking, and that Whiteshirt ain't gonna stay white for too long, because he has a whole lot of enemies. So I guess while we wait, we'll conquer the Welsh. I used to think that Wales was an island, don't question it. Come on ye Welshmen! The Welshmen came. Oh, and the first peasant revolt has happened. Where? In Normandy. Bring your pitchforks, cause we're gonna have a grand old time. I don't care who Hasting sends, I'm not paying my taxes. God damn it, I love this game. We now hold most of the Welsh lands. Now we could perhaps go after Jarl Halfdan as I said before, but he has so many alliances, including my best friend King Björn. That ain't gonna happen. I wouldn't do my homeboy like that. So instead, we can prepare ahead of time and conquer Ireland. If it touches the coast, it's mine. Oh yeah, I just went to war with every leprechaun known to man. Raise the lads and pick him off one by one. I'm gonna get myself a Galway girl, and you can't stop me. Hello Irishmen, I am going to become English soon, so I must now liberate you. First area taken. What? No! He's taking Hampshire! But I was gonna attack you! That's it. Operation Attack the White Shirt. This is where all those kids come in handy. We're gonna beat... Who is you? Who are you? Who are you? Where do you live? What the hell? What are you doing in Bulgaria, Haesteinn? My man just went to Bulgaria and refused to talk to me. Am I really that bad of a father? Damn, they really went for me when I had my back turned on them. Let's call them in. We'll at least give them a hard time. Now we could try striking at the White Shirts before they get together. Or we could go for his capital and see if we can get a white piece out of him by capturing one of his daughters. It's devious, but hey, it's battle. No, that's not enough. We will defeat him in battle. The Söderayers, they must be defeated. Come here, buddy. It's time for the battle of a lifetime. The Battle of Portsmouth. Come on, defeat them. They have Huskarls, incredibly strong. But we have Hasting, incredibly stronger. Defeat them. Smack them over the head. Very good. Now I'm going to enforce a white piece because there's no need for me to humiliate him further. You, your Vikings failed the vibe check. Simple as. Now leave. As vengeance, I'ma kill him. That's the punishment you'll face. Now please, let me kill the Irishman. Hey! What? What? White shirt! No! I am not okay with this! You can't make him King of England! What? And become... No! I was not involved in this! Oh, that's it! I was supposed to be the first King of England! I'm gonna kill both of you! Once I'm done killing these Irishmen. Thank you very much. And finishing up, one last little war. Thank you very much. Ireland is now Normandy. That is it. The goddamn English shall not be English no longer. I'm conquering. Quick. Come here, you lout. You shouldn't have tried your hand at besting me, Haesteinn. I am Haesteinn. Smack his balls. And just like that, we've captured Wick. I'm now known as the Griffin. Why? Because I'm vicious with both sword and scheme. Hasteinn the Griffin, eh? I can get used to that. But first and foremost, I'm gonna get some gold and I'm gonna usurp his title. But I can't usurp it because I'm not a Christian? Yo, buddy, what do you mean? But as long as you hold land here, I can't have it? Smack his balls. I need that kingdom title now, but no, that's unthinkable. To do that would be, well, after all, they all came for me. So why shouldn't I? Pope with the massive beard. I turn to a new faith. I am Christian. Christian Haesteinn. Christian. Ave Maria, Ave Maria. I talk to the Pope. Pope, I'm a good guy here. Look, we are all Christians here. After all, if I'm to rule England, I have to be a Catholic or, well, to begin with at least. That, however, means I can usurp his title once I have enough gold. I know I'll get the gold. I can't raid! Oh, of course, because I'm a Catholic. But you know what Catholics can do that Vikings can't? We can act like the goddamn IRS and collect taxes from all our vassals, which we have quite a few of. Off we go to get all that gold. I'm literally crowdfunding the foundation of England. I've gained control in a lot of areas, increased the cultural acceptance between me and the Anglos, and earned 1,500 gold! Now all we have to do is to sign the paperwork and usurp the Kingdom of England! I am the English king! And having gone from a Norseman to a Norman to absolutely conquering all of England, all I must do now is to have my court chaplain fabricate a claim on London. I got a claim on all of East Saxe. Perfect. Hand it over. And now I declare war on the petty King Alfred. London shall be mine. I will live there in a tower, a big London tower, of course. There's rumors that Hasteinn fights naked. Those aren't rumors. I've seen it with my own eyes. Terrifying. East Saxe is mine, meaning I own London or Londres. And now we move our capital to London, which means that we can do it. After 22 years, glorious battles and conquering from Norse to Norman. And now, the final evolution. I become English. Norman no more. The time when we Normans considered France to be our homeland has long since passed. Our children are born here, surrounded by Saxons. Sorry, poor kids. And to them, Normandy will only ever be a blurred line beyond the misty shores of Britannia. And as we make some of the local customs to our own, so too, the legacy of our culture spreads throughout the Saxon lands, giving birth to a new English identity. Long live the English! I am England! I am English! I speak Anglic, technically English. Very cool! And now, we will avenge the vile, the pitiful, the stupid Danelaw. I don't recognize this. I have never seen this in my life. I will conquer the Danelaw. A crusade of my own. Raise the lads. We're going over the border. And we're doing crusades too. Let's go. Finally, somewhere I can leave all my kids that I don't know where they want land. Oh, we are conquering. Fast. Swift. Take their lands. Take their holdings. Seize their land. Are you moving your capital up? You can't escape with your capital north. We have conquered the Danelaw. Huzzah! A united kingdom. United Kingdom! We made the United Kingdom! Let's go! But the United Kingdom is more land than just England, Wales, Northern Ireland. We have to conquer Scotland! The Vikings should not be here. I'll conquer duchy by duchy. We'll start with Lothain. The more land we can get, the better. Now you wanna see something insane? There is about 200 men that have been with me since the very start. The OG Haesting host. And now, they go to war, having all been baptized. Hand over your valuables. We're raiding like the Vikings of old. Kill them all! Boom! Lothain is ours. And we move our forces southwards to defeat the enemy here. Come on then! Attack me! You levy! And that's the Northmen having been kicked out of York. Very good. Hey, come here you Welshmen. Join me. You won't have to pay that much in tax. Very good. Now to form the United Kingdom, we will need about 10 more counties. And I'm sure we can get that rather easily. This island is ours. Or mine. I'm taking this island. To heck with it. Thank you very much. I've done some more menial wars and conquered a good bit of this my ball. As well as Sussex and Kent. And now lastly we're taking katanas. I love katanas. Sharp swords. Good in combat. Slice through a man. Slice through a gun barrel. That's enough! We can do it! We create Ireland, and having gone from a pitiful French coastal town in Montaigu, conquered from Norse to Norman to English, uniting the kingdoms between the Danelaw and the England, and then uniting the kingdoms under the empire of the United Kingdom. I am Emperor. We have the crown, we're a proper Englishman speaking English, but there's still something left that is very, very English. You see, we're Catholic, and last time I checked, the British, they're Anglican. My friends, I am taking the liberty of making myself Pope Haesteinn, with armed pilgrimages, communion, and the pursuit of power. We are the Anglicans, and I am Pope Haesteinn, and I will go for the greatest of achievements. If I can do it, I'm going to mend the Great Schism. Now to do that, I need to hold 5 of the holy sites of the faiths. That's Byzantium, Antiochia, Jerusalem, Alexandria and Rome. So we start with Rome. We gotta move fast. Conquer the Duchy of Rome swiftly. We'll ally with the Queen of Lotharingia and call her in. The UK conquest of Latium. We rush into Rome to conquer the riches of Latium. We take out our enemies, one after the other. Rome has been defeated. The Lotharingians come to our aid. And people pay me gold because I'm the Pope! Let's go! Yeah! Latium is ours. First off the list, done. We head for Alexandria. Take the entire duchy. Be swift, be brave, be a conqueror. Egypt beckons, and the Lotharingians shall help. Even as a non-Viking, we can have fun and raid. Oh, and we capture the Caliph, the Sultan. Alexandria is ours. It is as if it's ordained by God that we should have this. Only 3 left. Constantinople, Antiochia, and Jerusalem. Conquer it swiftly. Be brave. Be fearless. And most likely by the end of this, be broke. Because I'm gonna use all my money for this. 3 wars, 3 holy sites. 1 opportunity of a lifetime. More alliances. We're calling in the whole crew for this one. Y'all got any kids? Because I'm gonna use them to get big alliances, okay? Raise all of the lads and the Holy Order, and we call in the allies. So that's what we'll call them in on. We'll also spend some gold and get none other than the Flemish band. I don't know what kind of music they play, but they're here. We're going straight for his capital and striking him down. Yes! He's almost defeated. Go! Go! Yes! Jerusalem is English! Oh, this usually never goes well. We'll give it to Guy Butler, the most English-sounding man I've ever heard. We have to take Antioch and the Byzantine Empire. We'll call in our allies one last time. Friends, we're doing this for the Anglican Church. Are you not hyped? Let me just take Antioch and I'll be done. There's not gonna be any more wars, don't worry. Yes! And now, go for the capital. Yes, just Constantinople left. We can do this, guys. We can do this. Go! Land! Land! Come on, guys. Where is his army? I must defeat it. Is it in England? No, of course not. Why would it be in England? Keep conquering! Keep conquering! I don't care that you're starving. You can eat faith. We have done it. The UK has conquered Thracia. And with this, it's over. We can do it. I can't believe it. The side quest of a century. But to mend the greatest schism of them all, I must first do something. I must become a saint. Perform the final rites. And prepare your ears. He's a saint! Haha! Haesteinn, the legend, the savior. And not only a saint, but also the mender of the Great Schism. At last, the Great Schism has been mended in an unexpected turn of events. Truly, both the Pope in Rome and the Patriarch of Constantinople are no longer able to deny the primacy of the Anglicanism all over the other branches of Christianity. We just totally saved the world as United Kingdom. And before our very eyes, the whole world has suddenly turned Anglican. Truly, the Catholic's nightmare. And suddenly, literally everyone is going to be seeking indulgences from me, making me not only the most powerful, but also the most ridiculously rich ruler there ever was. And I think this is the perfect time for us to end the video. We've gone from the tiniest of counts, to a Norman, to an Englishman, to ruler of the UK, to God Pope Haesteinn of the Anglican Papacy, mender of the Great Schism, and saint of all Christians. All in less than 50 years. Now, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more crazy adventures like this in Crusader Kings, I highly recommend that you give this video a like and you subscribe to my channel, as this is sort of my specialty. I hope you can follow along with this guide and enjoy the wonders of Crusader Kings yourself. My name is Koifish, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay Pope Hasting, my dudes. Yeet!